Today's video is sponsored in part by HISEA. Alright, so let me tell you a little story about today's sponsor, HISEA. Now, we're going to get all the technical stuff out of the way first, all the stuff that's required. HISEA is a footwear company. They make boots for boys, girls, men, women, children, adults. They've got every boot for every need, whatever you need. They've got footwear for it. You can go to HISEA's website and see that, and the link is in the description below. But I want to tell you a little story about the boots that HISEA sent me. And they actually sent a pair of muck boots for myself and my son, as well as some work boots. And my son and I put the muck boots, we put those through the rigors. We went out, we did our morning chores, we mucked around in mud. We went down to the river and cleared out a little dam, make sure that the water flowed and the lake didn't overflow. But that's neither here nor there. I want to really tell you about my favorite shoes that they sent me, and these are the work boots. Now, these boots are fantastic. Unlike the work boots that I've got in my closet that I never wear unless I have to because they're so doggone heavy. At the end of the day, the other work boots, my knees hurt, my hips hurt. It's terrible. But these boots from HISEA, these things are like wearing tennis shoes. It took about a day to get them broken in, and they are light. They're wonderful. They've got great traction in my shop because I've always got slippery stuff and dust and stuff all over the floor. They've got really nice rubber soles. It's not an aggressive sole like my other work boot, but these are decent. And again, the shoes are so light, they're comfortable. I can wear these things all day long, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of me in these boots. Anyways, if there's something you're interested in, you might want to go out to their website, have a look. I've got links in the description below, and you might find just the right pair of boots to fit your need. Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be a quick video. We're just going to go through the front row and look inside the medium super that's on each one of these bee barns. I want to make sure that these girls still have enough space to deposit nectar when they're out foraging, because let me tell you, the flow is on here in Georgia, and I know this because when I'm walking through the bee yard, I can smell it. It smells awesome here. Anyways, let me get my smoker lit, my veil on, and we'll get started. All right, really quick before we get started, I'm going to use my cell phone. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to film some video with a back bench so that I can include it right after I'm done telling you I'm going to include the video. I want you to have a look at the back bench. Now, these are all the swarms that we caught and what's going on so far. You've only seen me catch 2, but I've caught 6 of them so far. Right, so here's what we've got so far. That one you saw me catch, and they're still living in that box. They didn't want to stay inside the other box. This is the beaver hive. Now, I have fixed it. It does have a glass panel in it, but we've got girls living in there. Both sides of this resource box, they're both full. The orange hive is just killing it. I mean, it's got a ton of bees in there. And the wonderful bee castle hive, it's got a lot of bees in there too. They may need a super, actually. So that's it. That's where we're at. But these girls are all buzzing, as you can tell. Actually, as you can tell, this whole apiary is buzzing. These girls are flying. They're out there grabbing the goods. Now, let's get in that red hive. Now, I can tell you this hive in particular, and I haven't been in this hive in, oh gosh, a month. And this hive has been quite dead on the landing board up until today. I see a lot of activity on it today, but prior to today, there's not been a lot of activity, and I've worried about this hive. I don't think this one is swarmed. So there might be a ton of bees in here or no bees in here. I really don't know, but I have been concerned about it. All right, don't sting me. A lot of you don't know me. Be nice to the bug farmer. Hello. Let's look and see what we got going on. Okay, it looks like all of this comb is drawn out with the exception of that one. I may be giving these girls another super. Hello, ladies. Okay, yeah, they're storing honey in there. There's no brood, but there is honey in there. And that's exactly what I want to see happen. Now, let me just tell you this. If I find that they're storing honey in every single one of these frames and there is no brood up here, I will not put a queen excluder on here. I will just use this medium super as the honey bridge, or do this without a queen excluder. Hello. Okay, there's some brood because there's cross comb. Okay, I've got brood in here. There is brood in this box. So I am going to remove this and put the queen excluder on. They have drawn this out. That's what I wanted them to do. So that will be okay. They've built this. They've tied these together. Okay, we have some brood. Oh, there's our queen right there, and she is still marked. So what we're going to do is capture her. I'm going to capture her in a cage and put her down in the bottom. Yeah, honey. There we go. She's right inside that cage. She's safe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this entire box and put the queen down in the bottom and put a queen excluder on here so that they can backfill the rest of this box with honey. The bad news is I've got brood everywhere in this box. So we're going to go ahead and remove this. Oh! I'm going to try to blow all of these girls off so I can clean that up. And we're going to give them a queen excluder. I'm sorry, I hate doing this, girls. I hate it. Now we're going to let our queen go. There she goes. Now let's give them their queen excluder. Give them their box back. Beautiful. Let's go to the green hive. Let's all be happy. They're in there. I can hear them. I can see it right here. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, they're pulling these frames on both sides because the goal was just to get these girls to draw the frames out. Storing a lot of honey in this one. Beautiful. Okay, there is no queen in this box. I am going to give them a queen excluder. And I am going to shake the bees down into the box because I do not want to capture any drones up here either. And the only reason I'm doing this is because, one, I want to make sure that the queen is not in this upper box. And I also don't want a bunch of drones stuck behind the queen excluder. I'm sure that's no fun for the drones. Oh, I'm sorry, bee. Here's your box back. I hope there's no drones in there. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted to get accomplished there. Here you go, girls. There you go. Add that. Now that's a hive. Okay, girls, here's another box just for you. Here we go, ladies. Let me have a look. Oh man, I can smell it. This hive has got a lot of nectar in it. I don't know if they've got any brood up here. They've definitely got some nectar up here because I can smell it. Holy moly. Okay. Drawing out both sides. Okay. Drawing that side out. We are storing nectar on both sides. This frame is almost full. We're already capping it on one side. No need to be blowing the banana on me. Oh, that is a full, heavy frame. Holy moly, on both sides, they're already capping it. Here we go, ladies. There we go. Okay, these girls are not going to like this, but I'm sorry. Here's some freshly waxed, beautiful frames, just for you. Beautiful. All right, now this hive is always kind of on edge. Now it's not they're not mean bees. They're very active bees. That said, they did swarm, so I don't expect their numbers to be what they were, which hopefully means they're going to be more calm. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I don't know when you're seeing this video. Today is March 30th. Yeah, that's nothing. That's a warm-up act. Holy moly. Look at this. Both sides. It's drawn very, very proud from the comb. from the frame. Very proud from the frame. These girls, oh, are ready for another box. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah. Tons of nectar. They're capping. These girls are getting another box. Post haste, like right now. It's happening. It's happening. Holy moly. Look at this. Can you believe this? March 30th. March. You're probably seeing this in April. This is March. This hive is working it. Not only are they packed in here, this hive just swarmed, and they're just solid honey everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, this frame is going back in. There is no brood up here. These girls are getting a queen excluder. Oh, and this is an old box, and they're going to get a brand new box. Let me move this. So we know that this is a new queen in here. Maybe I should try to find her. And no, you know what? I'm not gonna get down to the bottom. I'm gonna let them do what they're doing. They've got it under control. Who am I to disagree with their plans? Let's go with this brand new box right there. We're going to set this brand new box right there. All right, there we go. All right, so that swarm that's up there in the cherry tree, that happened while I was out here. There's no way I can get them out of there, but yeah, oh well, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just add to the surplus bee population. Okay, so that makes 7 or 8 swarms. I mean, I don't know whether it's 7 or 8 because I really don't know whether or not the white hive swarmed. If the white hive didn't swarm, then that is the first swarm that has gotten away because there's no way I can get up in that tree and get it. I mean, I've got a huge extension ladder, but I'm not doing that. I don't want to be a statistic. Beekeeper fell out of a tree, broke his neck. I don't want to be that guy. Right, let's see here. Oh, lots of bees. Hopefully there's no brood in this box. My hope, my dream is that this is just all nectar ready to go. It is honey and honey. Okay. Okay, this is all honey, honey, capped on this side. I mean, this box is ready to harvest too. Okay, another full frame. Both sides. Oh, I'm breaking open honey. Okay, we do have some brood on this frame. We have brood here. Oh, these frames are so heavy. Solid honey. Solid honey. Ah. Okay. Fully capped. Did I tell you that today was March 30th? Holy moly. Go bee barns. Oh, goodness. Okay. Solid honey. Solid honey. This empty box right here. Now this full box. Holy crud. Lovely. That swarm is just bugging me. I wish I could get up there and get it. Okay, we're just going to check on the health of the white hive really quick. They're bringing in tons of pollen, and if you remember, I put 3 queen cells in here. So I don't know whether they've got a new queen or not. We're going to see. Oh, okay, there's quite a few bees in here now. That's a good sign. This is a lot more bees than I was expecting. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. That is solid pollen. Okay, so far the first frame is pollen, the second frame is brood. We have brood on this frame. You girls may get a super, depending on what's going on downstairs. Oh, solid frame of brood. Okay, the queen that's in this box, whether it's a new queen or an old queen, is producing. Oh, lovely. There's our queen, and she's marked. She is a red dotted queen. This is her hive. Okay, so this queen is going right down here. Apparently, the queen cells that we put in here were either stabbed or they chewed them out and didn't want them. There's an empty teacup. I'm going to go ahead and make sure it stays empty. Go ahead and remove it. These queen cells were chewed out. They killed them. They wanted to keep their queen. This is a surprise. The white hive surprise. I was not expecting that. That queen is laying up a storm. I guess she was freshly mated. Remember when I caught that queen last time and marked her, she was tiny. I think she was just freshly mated. So that tells me that this hive did swarm. Okay, this hive is slamming. Okay. I see some festooning going on there. And these girls are drawing out the back of this comb and drawing out the front of this one. So they're just now drawing this out. But that does not mean that I'm not going to give them a super, because this flow is on, as you could tell by looking at the sage hive and the crynoc bees. This flow is flowing. Okay, yeah, drawn out. Nothing stored in it yet. Okay, we're storing nectar in this side. Okay, there we go. Oh, and see what's happening. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, you girls are going to get a queen excluder today. All brood. All brood. An empty teacup at the bottom. I'll go ahead and whack that. Okay, what do we have here? More brood. More brood. Okay, so we're going to set this back in here. There you go. All right, well, there you go, the end of another adventure. Now, we did manage to have an adventure today. The goal was just to get to the front row and give those girls an extra super if they needed it. And all the girls on the front row did need an extra super. But I did see some surprises today that I was not expecting. First of all, the sage hive and the crynoc bees, each one of those hives had a full super of honey. Was not expecting that, but they've got new supers and they're ready to go. I also did not expect to see such a big population of bees inside the white hive, nor did I expect to see the original queen that we had marked just a few weeks ago still in that hive. I put 3 queen cells in there because if you remember when I put her in there, she was small. When we painted her, she was a tiny queen, and it looked like she was poorly mated, but apparently she just hadn't really got kicked off yet. So she's kicked off, the queen cells are gone, and the white hive is on the road to recovery. It's on the mend. And the last surprise that we had today was the unexpected swarm. Now, I don't know where it came from. I can suspect that maybe it came from the red hive after we finished our work in the red hive. I think maybe they swarmed, because if you remember, I said that I haven't seen much activity on the front of the red hive, then all of a sudden there's a lot of activity on front of the red hive. So there you go, and there you have it. Before I say goodbye to you, I want to thank HISEA for sponsoring this video. Again, if you need some boots, HISEA makes some great boots, and they are offering 15% off with the product code BUG at checkout. So use the offer code BUG and you can save 15% on any of the boots. The links are in the description, as well as a reminder for the offer code. So there you go, and there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.